Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, Wednesday, September 14th, 2022. Stand up for your country. So you, your money, me, and my money. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. Okay. I had dinner last night with my financial advisors. They bought. I had dessert. And it was a fairly harrowing experience. I've been with these guys, they've been with me 40 years, 35 years, trusted advisors. And now we're looking at a situation in the free marketplace in the United States that's getting desperate. I'm not overstating this. So most of you watching me right now, listening to me on the radio across the world, work hard for your money, as Donna Summer once sang. And you don't want your money taken away from you. But that's exactly what's happening through the incompetent policies of Joe Biden. Now, it was shocking to see the Dow fall about 1,200 points, and the very night that happened, last night, the President of the United States celebrating some stupid theoretical bill that I don't think is going to help anybody in the financial area. Now, instead of being humble and saying, look, we understand the gravity of this economic situation, he didn't do that. He put on his dopey sunglasses and made a fool out of himself at the White House. And that's the truth. And that's not a Democrat, Republican, conservative, liberal analysis. That is the truth. He made a fool out of himself. Now, my advisors, some of them are liberal, some of them are conservative. The liberal people are embarrassed. They're mouthing things like, well, Trump set the scene for inflation because he spent too much. All that BS. Yeah, Trump spent too much. But when he left, it was 1.3% inflation. Okay? So if you're going to go back and start to obscure the painful reality, now they know that I'm not putting up with that nonsense, but you just catch little snippets in the conversation. And of course, the Republican, conservative, traditional guys, they despise Biden because they're getting hurt. Everybody's getting hurt in the food chain. From the person who unloads the groceries to the richest hedge fund person. Everyone's getting hurt. And the primary reason is the money men in the world, the people who control commerce, have zero confidence in Joe Biden. They know he's a failure. They know he's incompetent and will not get any better. And you don't believe me? Here are the facts. Okay? So Bank of America, huge, all right? They do a survey among the equity class. That's the name for the fat cats who fly off to Davos, Switzerland, and scrum together in Sun Valley, Idaho. Those people. I don't have any use for those people, by the way, on a personal basis. And I'm wrong. I'm sure some of them are good people. But I don't want to have anything to do with that. I'm a working class guy, and that's how I'm come in, and that's how I'm going out. No matter how much money I have, it's the mentality. Anyway, Bank of America, all right, they do a survey. And in the survey, and these are people who participate in the capitalistic system and they invest, 52% say, we're not really going to invest much in stocks for the time being. All right, 62% are sitting on cash. That means research and development, nothing's expanding in that zone. 92% of what I call the wise guys expect the economy to decline in the next year. 92%. And there's Biden with the sunglasses telling everybody how great it is. Just keep it in mind. Okay? And respondents who expect a weaker economy next year, 72%. It's shocking. And you say, well, why does that matter? It matters because these are the people that control the investments. These are the people that make the stocks go up and down. not the speculators, not the people sitting by the computer trying to make a couple of grand a day. These are the big boys, the hedge funds, the investors, the people who are looking to see how healthy the U.S. economy is. And it's not healthy. So how much is it going to take? How much pain is it going to take for the American people to wake up? The Democratic Party in November should get no votes. Shut out. That's how bad that party is at this point in history. Could it turn around? I hope it does. We need two vibrant parties. But right now, the progressive movement dominates the Democratic Party. It's a disaster. And Biden can sit and tell you, well, my inflation reduction bill it's not going to do jack. And Harris says, oh, we have a secure border. You're a liar. And she is. She's a liar. I don't usually use that word. You know that if you watch and listen to me. Because lying is intent. You're intentionally trying to deceive. Most people who deceive are ignorant. They don't know. But this woman, I don't think she's very smart, but there isn't one Border Patrol agent, as I told you yesterday, from Brownsville to San Diego, who's going to say the border's secure. Not one. And you who refuse to go to the border, Kamala Harris, even though you're supposedly in charge of it, say it's secure. That's a lie. But the Biden administration doesn't care. On the Hannity radio program today, I called it the Twilight Zone administration. Okay? If it's raining, it's sunny. If it's cold, it's hot. They don't care what the reality is. I mean, I'm going to play you a soundbite from the White House spokesperson, Corinne, telling you that the drug smuggling is under control. That's what she said. What? That goes against every single law enforcement agency in the country. But they don't care. They don't care. They know they can say it, and the corrupt media won't make a big deal out of it. Okay, that's the memo. Hope I didn't go overboard there, but if the economy gets worse, the poor and the working class will suffer grievously. And if you continue to give power to the Democratic Party, that's what's going to happen. All right, so Biden goes to Michigan, goes to Detroit, and he says the federal government's going to build $900 million worth of EV chargers across the nation's highways, okay? Another massive expenditure. So what this is all about is the federal government wants to take over the vehicle industry, the auto industry. They want to run it like they want to run the entire economy. You already see it in California. That's always a harbinger. California says in a few years, no more new gas-powered vehicles in California. That's what the feds want to do. They want to tell you what you can and can't drive. They want to tell you what you can and can't eat. They want to tell you what you can and can't do to protect yourself. This is what the progressive movement is. Okay, so Biden goes there. And now, I don't mind electric cars. A lot of my friends have electric cars. They love them. They love them. And I expect the technology will get better and the prices of those cars will come down. That's what I think is going to happen. So let the marketplace dictate. If the electric cars are efficient and you don't have to pay onerous gas prices, you'll buy an electric car, right? I will. Even though I can't even put gas in my car, I don't know anything about it. I think I can plug the thing in, but the prices have to come down and the plugs have to be more widespread. So Biden's pushing this, but the overarch on it is we, the federal government, want to tell you, the American citizen, how to live in all areas. This climate change thing, this is about economics. They're going to tax us to death in the next 10 years on climate justice. Everything's going to be, you got to raise taxes on this, climate justice here, climate justice there. Taking as much money out of private hands as they can. That's what it is. Inflation at its highest level in 40 years. Interest rates skyrocketing. We all know that. Market experts like Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, not only predict a recession, but are using scary terms like economic hurricane and unprecedented. So, you need to call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Please call them today, and they will have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They have thousands of satisfied customers, are the highest rated firm in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. Please call 866-501-5201, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. Again, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. Okay. My promoted story today was Donald Trump. There's a two-pronged attack on him. Mar-a-Lago raid, classified documents in his basement. There is a criminal investigation and a grand jury. May 12th, the grand jury convened. It is in Washington. They are going to present evidence to the grand jury that Trump or his advisors did something illegal. I don't think much is going to come from this. The master is going to, which is appointed, going to slow it down. The master will probably say the FBI went in and did illegal things. That'll suppress the whole thing. That's what I think is going to happen there. The second prong is January 6th. Now, this is more likely to result in indictments. Not about Trump, because they really have to have what they call a smoking gun. Trump said, I want the rebellion. I want people to destroy the Capitol. I want, in order to bring some kind of case. Or then it becomes the Ukraine phone call impeachment a farce. So, but those below Trump who may have actively tried to undermine the security of the nation's Capitol building, they better watch themselves. So there is a grand jury here. That case was filed October 18th, 2021, coming up on a year. Still, they're issuing subpoenas for all kinds of people. The MyPillow guy says he got rousted at was it Wendy's or Burger King window? They seized his cell phone. I don't know. Why did he just knock on his door? You got to get him at Wendy's? Anyway, look. The January 6th, in my opinion, and again, I could be wrong, I'm just guessing, is more at risk for Trump and those around him than the documents. Okay, the vote. Coming up fast. So one of the key races is in Arizona, tight between incumbent Mark Kelly and the Trump-endorsed candidate Blake Masters. Okay, so right now it's a tie, according to the Emerson College poll, within the margin of error. So Kelly is campaigning, as of course he would. And a reporter asked him about Joe Biden's job performance. Go.
You know, your thoughts on his job. Has he done a good job, do you think?
Hey, first of all, it's not my job to give him a report card. I would say, mixed reviews, on certain things. I've got issues with how Afghanistan, how our role in Afghanistan ended.
That's it? Afghanistan? That was more than a year ago. So anyway, why I use that sound clip is the Senate candidates can't boost Biden. They can't say, yeah, Biden's doing a great job. The Democrats running for the Senate cannot do it. I'll tell you something. Lindsey Graham, Republican senator. This is as foolish a political move as I have ever seen. So he has introduced a bill, yesterday, September 13th, that would federalize an abortion ban after 15 weeks, except incest, rape, and life of the mother. So I don't know whether Lindsey Graham missed it, but the Supreme Court just ruled that the federal government is out of the abortion business and the states take care of it individually the way the states want to, reflecting the will of their population. Did Lindsey Graham miss that? Because this is just foolish. Why would you do that when the Supreme Court has just ruled on it? And why would you give the Democrats another abortion issue? Why? Lindsey Graham's been around long enough to know this bill has no chance to pass, even if the Republicans control both houses. Biden would veto it. Why are you doing this? For what reason? So this is an example of Republican stupidity. People ask me, why are you a registered independent? Why? Because both parties, you know why. Okay, so let's go to the border. So you all know about Kamala Harris, all right, border security. So now, yesterday, Karine Jean-Pierre, the White House spokesperson, who is in so far over her head, she's about 50 fathoms deep, says this about drug importation. Go.
We see record seizures of fentanyl at the border show we're actually catching fentanyl before it enters the country. So that's how we see that. Look, as far as the border, we're taking unprecedented action. We had to fix something that was broken, especially by the last administration.
Unbelievable. They are taking unprecedented action at the border. They're not doing anything. That's unprecedented. No president has ever not done anything. Now, I'll submit to you, there is not one law enforcement agency in this country who will say that drug importation is being stopped at the border. Drug enforcement agency, federal level, any state agencies, any local agencies. If you know of one sheriff, of one police chief, anyone who says the Biden administration is stopping dangerous drugs at the border, bill at BillO'Reilly.com, bill at BillO'Reilly.com. I'll put that person on the air. So Karine Jean-Pierre says, oh, we're catching fentanyl before it enters the country. Meanwhile, more than 100,000 people are dying a year from drug overdoses, mostly fentanyl. But no, they're stopping it. Twilight Zone administration. No matter what happens, they deny it. It's frightening. It is frightening. Recently, you've heard me talk about our new streaming partner, Vidgo. Vidgo is an exciting new streaming service that gives you the live sports and programming you want at a price you can afford. With Vidgo, I get all of my favorite live sports networks, including ESPN, Fox Sports, as well as an incredible access to college football, with 80% of every televised college football game in the first 3 weeks of September. 80%. Vidgo has great choice of news as well, and entertainment program, including The First, Newsmax, OAN, Fox News, and more. I've enjoyed Vidgo so much that I'm going to do a new weekly program called Shock and Awe exclusively on Vidgo. Each week we'll break down the most important issues of the week, asking bold questions and sitting down for exclusive interviews with America's top newsmakers. Vidgo gives you the freedom to be entertained at a price you can afford. Please go to vidgo.com/bill to sign up now, and for a limited time, get Vidgo's premium service for $64.99. All right, here is the final thought of the day. We are trying to make your life better, as I said, on BillO'Reilly.com, and we have a weekly quiz that is lots of fun. And you don't have to be a premium or concierge member. Anybody can get it. So you go to BillO'Reilly.com, you get the message of the day, anybody can get it. And then our radio, like I'm on Hannity today, that's posted, you could hear it. Anybody can hear it. All right, it's just a television broadcast, and some of the special things we have are for premium members, and it's well worth it. So, but the weekly quiz is a blast. So I hope you check that out. Now, one final word about concierge membership. It is private. So I will never, ever, without your permission, tell anyone what you ask me or discuss with me. And, life is getting more and more complicated, and I've been around. So that's a service that concierge brings. It is a lifeline, and it's a very inexpensive proposition for some of the problems that you have. I get letters every day, and we solve most of the problems that we're presented with. Okay, so I want you to check that out for you. For me it's good, but better for you. And that is the No Spin News for today. We are very pleased you are watching and listening. You want to reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine, and we will see you soon. AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens, is the leading conservative advocacy and benefits organization in America. I am an AMAC member, and you should be too. AMAC gives you access to exclusive benefits, insightful takes on today's news, and a magazine full of uncensored content that you will not find anywhere else. Most importantly, AMAC is working tirelessly to preserve the freedoms enshrined and secured by our Constitution. AMAC has become one of the most impactful organizations in America because more than just talk, AMAC gets things done. They are pushing back against the efforts to defund our police, weaken the borders, and replace your freedom with government control. But they need your help. Stand with me and more than 2 million patriots and join AMAC today at amac.us. That's amac.us. amac.us, and tell them O'Reilly sent you.